Boom. Yo, hold up. Yo, what's going on? This is the NRW, where nerds rule the world. We are back again to give you another infamous trailer reaction. We are celebrating some of the amazing trailers that came out of Star Wars Celebration. I haven't seen them yet, so I'm dying to see this with the homies. And as you see on the screen, I have Brian Saff and Webster Style from NRW Checkpoint. Y'all ready to check out Andor?
Let's rock and roll.
Let's go.
All right, let's get it. Here we go. Been dying for this one.
Andor.
Now, I have to go back and familiarize myself with this character because I haven't seen Rogue One in years.
Same. Yeah. So this is continuing from Rogue One.
Is it continuing? I thought he
I don't know.
I thought he died.
Did he?
Yeah, I think everybody died in
Yeah.
Rogue One.
They did die. So where does this take place in that, though? Is it after?
I'm assuming it's a prequel.
Oh.
This looks great though. I love this genre or this era of Star Wars, man.
Go otherworldly.
I think that was one of the things about the prequels, that while we loved them looking back, everything's so shiny and glitzy. And you get to this era of Star Wars, it's
so fat,
it's so gritty. So you had a direct contrast between the regular people and the Empire.
Everywhere.
I love it.
They're watching me now.
Which is genius, because that's
This looks really
part of
great.
one of the main things about Star Wars.
Soon enough.
The fact that
These days will end.
Oh yeah, because they died, right? Yeah, these guys died.
There will be no rules going forward. People are standing up. That's what a reckoning sounds like.
There
Wait a
we
minute.
go.
Man, they're hitting us hard and heavy this year. I mean,
Yeah.
just with content. I mean, Obi-Wan's on now, which I still have to watch. Miss Marvel's coming on in June. This coming on August 31st. I think She-Hulk's coming on like the first week in August. Like, can we get a breather, please?
Nope. They want you.
That looks
locked
dope
in.
though. That looks real dope.
Yeah. The trailer looks great though. Like,
Yeah.
I agree with what you said. There's a level of Star Wars where it's like everything looks extra futuristic. And then we have this, which is a lot more,
Great.
I don't want to say archaic, but it's like it's almost like real worldy. Like there's not much
Yeah.
It looks like this is going to be us maybe 10, 20 years down the line versus a millennium away.
Yeah, it feels closer for us to
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a way, because there's some like grit to it.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
appreciate it because it's, I don't know. I like when they can bring these fantasy things, to life like this with the technology that we have. Like, I don't know. It just feels good. I'm interested to see it just because I want to understand the story of Andor and what's going on
Yeah, exactly.
in
And the
this
whole
particular world.
Yeah, the whole rebellion aspect. I'm really interested in it. This is something you said, Brian, that made me think. That grittiness, I think that, and it's only going back to episode 7. Even on Tatooine, she was on Tatooine, right? I forget. Anyway, it still felt like they were in the dirty and grit, but it still felt there was something lost in the translation of the poverty of the world onto the screen, where you didn't feel it as much compared to the way they're depicting the world in this era of Star Wars, with the Mandalorian, with the Book of Boba Fett, and now, Andor is obviously years before those. It's something how they are conveying that part of it on the screen that just didn't work in the, was it postals? I don't know what the 7, 8, and 9, as far as those films. It's something that didn't work visually speaking, how it was presented, that is just working on the small screen. And maybe it's because it's a small screen and they have time really to, show you depictions and really to flesh things out, so you as a viewer feels that disparity, feels why people would rise up against this empire outside the fact that it's evil, but rise up against the Empire because they're just tired of taking it. And this is, kind of what you see those seeds in Andor, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, looks good.
I'm with it.
Definitely.
I'm with it. I'm not on overload yet, even though we have a lot of different Star Wars projects out here. I'm not overloaded is how I feel. So I'm all for it, but I feel like I gotta go back and reconnect with Rogue One.
Definitely. Me too.
Get connected, but I'm all for it, man. I'm enjoying the ride right now. So give us more.
And Star Wars, I don't know, whatever has been I don't know, enticing them to, come with all this content or whatever, it's working because it's pulling in a different generation of people that might not necessarily understand the overall picture of Star Wars, but giving you enough of the stories, the pieces of the stories that make you be like, well, I want to understand a little bit more. So let me go look at some other stuff. I'm doing good. And then of course, Disney has the money. So it's like, might as well.
People are ready for the content.
Right. I find it interesting. And I remember before Disney bought Star Wars, and it's hard to believe it was 2009, I think this happened. Before that happened, George Lucas was developing a Star Wars television show. And I'm sure, I don't know how much you remember, Brian, but Patrick, QUP, I'm sure you remember those stories about how he was doing the show and everybody was excited. And they talked about it for years. And he was going to do the Tyler Perry model before Tyler Perry did it, where he was going to film all the episodes together and then sell it in the syndication. And it was set in a time period between Empire Strikes Back and the episodes 3 and episodes 3 and 4. And the fact that we're getting so much of that content, well, obviously probably not the same thing, but the fact we're getting so much of that content now is just, it blows my mind how 10, 15 years ago, it was like a wet dream, like, oh, he's going to do this Star Wars series. And now we just have all like our cup runneth over, so to speak, when it comes to these Star Wars series set in this time period that many of us just love and adore and just cannot get enough of these stories from that time period.
I will say the one thing that they are, though, is they're still kind of very Jedi this, or just very my friend made a post like, yo, why are we still going to Tatooine? We have a whole universe. Yet we keep on going back to Tatooine. Like, that's the only space we're gonna go. Like, so like expand it out even more. Like, build that up.
Well, Andor looks to do that.
We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's kind of what they're heading towards, doing this, because I'm thinking about it like the world is expanding. Like there's more stories being told.
Exactly.
There's characters that are getting their own in-depth look, and it's shedding a light on the fact that Star Wars is not just that one particular section of the story. It's a lot bigger. Yeah,
exactly.
So I'm for it. I'm here. I'm
with
it out.
I'm with it. I think because I think we want to get away from just Skywalker Jedis. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We want other Jedi stories, not just the Skywalker stories.
Exactly. Well, we're getting a lot more of that. So,
keep it
coming.
coming.
Be good, man. Yeah, exactly. Keep it coming.
All right. Let me throw it to Brian. How can the people reach out to you and talk about Andor?
Twitter, Instagram. I don't know if you could talk to me on TikTok. I'm still figuring it out, but I'm pretty sure they got comments there. And then, Talk and Play Blurry Cast, if you want to hear me discuss these things in depth, maybe you have some commentary there. Same, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and then here, NRW, Nerds Rule the World, Checkpoint, Talking Video Games, and Star Wars for your listening and viewing pleasure.
There you go. Hit up Brian. And for Webster Style,
you can find me on Instagram at Webster Style, on TikTok at _Webster Style, and on Twitter at Webster Style. And of course, anything and everything that is Webster Style, you can find at websterstyle.com. There
you go. Hit up the family. Hit up Brian. Hit up Webster Style. And for me, it's the legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, and IG, Show Pal Show, API Toy Heroes. And here at the NRW Annual Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. Let us know if you're catching Andor on Disney Plus.